Okay, hello everybody, this is Big Bang Crypto. My name is Sam and welcome to another episode. I think finally we can say that we can see Bitcoin's future. Now, before we take a look at the live chart, I want to give you a quick update. So the news, very important news right now. Finally, it's official. Bakkt will launch its testing tomorrow. And Fidelity, its crypto arm, has officially applied to operate in New York as a trust. Now, in these days, Bitcoin is everywhere. I mean, Donald Trump, the president, talked about Bitcoin. The Congress, the Treasury Secretary gave an interview talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So very, very bullish things are going on right now. And I mean, I think this is very, very important. And these news will lead us to a bullish price movement. So this is very important because I talked about the reversal from a bearish trend to the bullish trend. And the Discord group, I'm working on it. It will come in the next days. I asked you what you like and which platform you want to use, and a lot of you said a Discord group makes sense, so I'm working on it. Thank you very much. This was very helpful, and right now I'm developing the four wave theory because I want to tell you exactly which price we will reach when we break the main trend line, so that we know when we can sell and step into the altcoins. So that's what I'm working right now on, and I think I found very interesting information I'm collecting right now to give you very high probabilities, and so that you know what you have to do. Now let's take a look. Oh, what's going on? Okay, so let's have a look. This is the live chart right now, and there are two very important things that I want to show you. When we take a look at this second low, when we take a look how much gains we made, 25% of gains after reaching this second low. And now let's compare what is going right now. So after our third test of the channel line, we've been moving all the way up to 23%, so very similar. And now we have a look. Of the correction, so nearly something between 10 and 11%. Now let's have a look where we are right now. Right now we're down at 7%. So now let's say we will see something very similar. So let's say we will go down to 11%, 10, 11%. So as you can see, this will bring us down to between this red line and this orange line. So this is the $10,100 level, and this is something around $9,900. All right, so between these two lines, this is possible, and this is nothing unusual. So I'm not getting nervous when I see a drop like this. Maybe today we will see something like this, but I don't think that it has a real high probability because of the news and everything that is going on right now. As I told you in my previous video, the people will understand that that's it, that was the low. And I think the $10,000 level will be a very strong support, as well as this orange line. So I don't think that we will fall below these two lines. And if we fall, again, it's no problem for me. I think we all found a nice entry point, and everything from this point on will be profit. So I'm not getting nervous. This is absolutely okay for me, what happened at that point. And I'm really, really certain about the fact that we will go up in the next days, and that tomorrow we will see a green day. I'm very, very certain of it. Maybe today we will fall a little bit, but as I told you, this is not a problem for me. Now, the second thing that I want to show you is, so we have to go to the 1 hourly chart. so that you can feel it. So it seems like the channel that Bitcoin started some days ago, so I'm talking about this big channel that we've talked about, is full of head and shoulders patterns. All right, so this was the head and shoulders reversal, where everybody or a lot of people said this is the reason why we moved all the way up. Now, I don't know if this was the reason. What about this head and shoulders reversal? Maybe this was the reason that brought us all the way up. We don't know. But, well, fact is we have a head and shoulders reversal. Then we had a head and shoulders formation that brought us all the way down. I talked about it in my previous video. And when you take a look at this right now, what is forming or what formed in the last hours and days. So as you can see, after this cross, we have a shoulder, we have a head and another shoulder, and this is a head and shoulders reversal. So this makes a lot of sense to me, because I've been talking about the reversal from the bearish to the bullish trend, and as I told you, head and shoulders formations are a sign for that. All right, so I'm not surprised to find this head and shoulders reversal. And when we take a look at the height of this head and shoulders reversal, this could bring us exactly to the point we will reach, so the main trend line, and this really makes a lot of sense to me. And now what we're seeing right now, so this green line is the neckline or resistance line, whatever. So yesterday we broke this resistance line, we came all the way up, and I talked about the resistance wall right there. So we have the 4-hourly exponential ribbon, the daily exponential ribbon, and and all these resistance lines, this green line. So really an absolutely big resistance wall, and Bitcoin is trying to break all these resistance lines. And so it is not unusual that we see this drop. I mean, we've been coming from $9,050 all the way up to $11,100. So a $2,000 step. $2,000 step, guys. This is so huge. And I mean, now take a look at the correction. So this is nothing, but the reason why this is nothing is because of this bullish trend that we have. This, I mean, look at this thing I've been talking about, this bull flag. You find things like that in the textbook, and right now we're seeing this in our chart. So all these things, this head and shoulders reversal, this bull flag, these are so huge signs or big signs that we will see a very bullish movement in the next days. And I think tomorrow or the next days will be green days for us. So this is very important, guys. This is really important, as well as this bull flag. So I'm very sure that we will go all the way up. And yeah, so this is what's going on. So keep in mind, when we fall down, I think we will come down to $10,000, something around that. So don't be surprised. Don't get nervous. I mean, you can wait for another low. There's no problem. I told you this is your decision. I'm not waiting for another low. I'm very sure that this is over. I talked about this in my previous video. I told you another things why I think that this is our third low. For example, these orange lines and stuff like that. You can watch the previous video. I don't want to repeat myself. So yeah, that's it. And some of you asked, when will the altcoins start to pump? Yeah, I've talked about it in my previous videos as well. I told you that after breaking this main trend line, we will see gains in the first step. And what really makes sense to me is making something around 16% gains going all the way up to $13,500, and then we will see a 25% correction, and we will test the $10,000 level again, and from that point on we will move forward to the second wave. So this really makes sense to me, that we will test the $10,000 level again, because it is such an important level for us and for Bitcoin. And I think when we break this main trend line, what I've seen right now, but I will give you better informations, but right now something around 8 to 15 days, after 8 to 15 days we will see the start of the altcoin pump, so after breaking this main trend line. But as I told you, when I see that we're starting to move up to the main trend line, I will bring a video about what is important. So when we will top out, I think this is the next question that we have to answer, because this is the first step, this is the first point that we have to find. And after that we will talk about the point when the altcoins start, and I think I found very good information that will help us to find this point, like we found this point right there, because as you can see from this point, guys, we made a $2,000 step. This is huge, this is very bullish. So as I told you, everything tells me that we won't see another low, and yeah, $2,000 step, head and shoulders reversal, absolute crazy bull flag. So yeah, I think that's over. I would be very surprised. I never say no, but we're talking about probabilities when it comes to trading, and yeah, this right now, this movement has the highest probability for me, and maybe we see a little bit of correction, and this is, like I told you, absolutely okay, no problem after a $2,000 move. We've seen things like that. And right now we are around 7% correction, maybe we go to 10%, something like there. So everything's fine for me, I'm not nervous, and I'm using the time to develop the 4-wave theory so that we can make the most profit. Yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you all for subscribing, for giving a thumbs up. This really means a lot to me. I hope this is helpful. And when you have questions, please write in the comments. I try to answer all of them. And yeah, thank you very much. And we will see you soon.